They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 48 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Cooks on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
DC.
Now Goff on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, I want to revisit our preseason Super Bowl picks.
Must we?
Well, we're getting closer and closer toward the playoffs. So
we have to revisit
who did you have? You had the Falcons.
I had Atlanta.
But you couldn't predict all those injuries the Falcons
Couldn't
had.
predict all the injuries, and heading into their open week, they had won 2 in a row. And then beat Washington after the open week. So all is not lost, but still enough guys are out that maybe it's not the best prediction. But I did have Pittsburgh, I believe, on the AFC side, and they are really starting to come on.
Sadly, I don't even remember who I had. I think it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, revisionist history. I think I had Rams and Patriots, so I'm going to stick with that.
That actually sounds familiar to me. I do believe you did have Rams in New England, and you are on track with those 2 teams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Starting left here. 5.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Goff on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And here now come the Falcons. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Harney. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
12. Hey, right way. 54, south. Hey, Ripley's.
Now Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barron in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
21. Hey, express. Oh, hey, sit down. Space. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Ryan flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah,
and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Mark Barron in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss.
20, 22. Wait. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And I think the ball's out. And the Rams have got it back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flush to his right. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Now he steps away. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
DC! Super!
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Merlin! Start left here.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hey, got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ryan to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, let's go. Left. 20, 22.
Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The 13 yards that time at a first.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by John Johnson. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He will push his way down to about the 14. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. Kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.